Hi there guys, welcome back to Ron's Tech Hub, and in this video I'm going to be doing a quick overview stroke review of the Motorola G8 Plus. It's nothing new, but I think it's quite an important device seeing as it's under 250 pounds and it has some amazing features. Let's have a quick rundown of some of the features that this phone has. So the hardware, it has a 6.3-inch Full HD Plus display. This model has 4 GB of RAM. It is a dual SIM version. It uses USB-C for charging. It does have a headphone jack. It has the Snapdragon 665 processor. And lastly, it has a 12-stroke 48 megapixel main shooter, but it's actually a triple camera setup. So there is a feature on there which actually allows you to do a quad pixel thing where you take one photo and it takes it 4 times and joins that into one huge photo. This is running Android 9, and as of August 2020 there is an update floating around in Spain and Brazil, I believe, which should bring you up to Android 10, but nothing yet in the UK. Now before we move on, let's quickly jump back to the cameras. So the cameras are quite interesting. For a sub 250 pound phone, you get 1080p video recording at 30, 60 and 120 frames per second. You also get 4K video recording at 30 frames per second. I think the only downside is that we don't get 4K at 60, but everything else seems to be perfect. As this is a brand new device, let's use Stanley the knife to get into it and start looking at what it has. There we go. Hope you guys can see that clearly. This is how it comes. So this is one of those phone companies actually that give you a screen protector and a case for the phone. So there is a transparent case on there. Personally, I wouldn't use this one because it's very slippery, but the fact that you get one is quite interesting. This is the European variant I got here, so I have the European plug, but you can buy these adapters online really cheaply, not expensive at all. You do get wired headphones in there. You do also get the SIM ejector tool. So there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna actually set this phone up. I think the setup process now is very simple. I don't think I need to show the whole process. It's straightforward. You log into your Gmail account, you add your phone numbers, put your SIM card in, and you're good to go. I'm not going to show the entire process because I think it's fairly straightforward now and people have been doing this for years. But this is a dual SIM variant, so you can either use 2 SIM cards or you can use a SIM card and a memory card at the same time. To get to the SIM card, let's use the tool here. Take the case off. And I believe it's at the side somewhere. Here we go. Simply pop that out. When it does come out, you put your memory card here. You put your SIM card in the smaller section there. There we have it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and set the phone up now and actually show you guys some of the features on the actual phone. Here we are. So for language, they don't have UK English, so I'll choose United States. That's fine. Connect to a network. I'm going to skip that section. I'm going to connect to my Wi-Fi later on. Just want to show you guys some of the features really quickly. I'm just going to run through all of this very quickly. I'm not going to enter any of these details. Skip that as well. Skip that. Skip anyway. Just need to get straight into the phone. Accept and continue. More. Next. And here we are. this is how the phone boots up. This is the very first boot of this particular phone. If we swipe up, we get to our app tray, and this is all we have installed. These are mainly Google apps. We have Facebook, which can be uninstalled, and there we go. That's it. So two of the main features I like about Motorola phones, well, three actually, is that we have basically stock Android. We have a few apps installed. This is nothing compared to some of the Samsung phones I've seen, for example. Now, as we can see, the flash is off, but to turn that on, we simply do a chopping motion. The flash comes on. So you could take your phone out your pocket and without having to swipe the swipe the notification section down, you can get straight into your flash. The same thing can be done for camera, and to do that, even with the phone locked, just simply twist and it goes straight into the camera app, and you can start taking pictures and videos straight away. And if you twist again, you have that. Okay, I think these are two very handy features that everyone should try and implement because they're just really nice to have. So this is my Motorola G8 Plus. The other one was for a friend. I've set mine up and I'm using mine as my daily driver. This is my main phone. And let me just walk you through some of the camera features that I really find interesting. So let's go to the camera app. So this is the layout of the camera app as it is now. There's this feature where holding the phone upright in portrait mode, I can actually take landscape videos. Now this, again, another really useful handy feature. I actually had, before this phone, the Nokia 7.2, which I believe had the Snapdragon 660 processor, so not much different from this one, but this camera seems to perform so much better. So if I go to settings, photo size, this is what I meant before. So it has this quad pixel thing where it takes a photo and then it stitches them together to try and get a really detailed one. Video, it does 60 frames per second normally and 4K. However, if you wanted to get the action shot, the slow motion size, you can do full HD at 120 frames per second. Photo size, I like to have the wide angle photo so I can crop what I want to crop. So I leave mine at 4:3. Selfie camera, same thing. Now, another feature I do like in this is that it does have a watermark section. But what I don't like is that the watermark puts the name Motorola and the icon on there. So I don't get to choose the image I want, and I don't get to choose to not have the Motorola sign there. So that's not very useful in my opinion. I think it should be left for me to decide if I want the Motorola sign, and if I don't, allow me to choose another photo to add there. And finally, the feature I really like about this phone is that when taking selfies, you don't actually have to tap the button on the phone, the camera shutter button. You can simply raise your hand in that motion there and it will take a selfie. So this again is really handy. I've seen this on a few Huawei phones, but this is the first time I've seen it on a Motorola phone. And as I mentioned before, I am using Android 9 on this phone. This is what it comes with. No updates yet to Android 10. So go to System, Advanced, Updates. Still nothing yet. Still on Android 9. Hopefully, we should be getting something by the end of August, early September. So some of the things I like about this phone are the SD card slot. The fact that it's dual SIM, so it gives you that option. 4000 milliamp hour battery. Mine lasts me a day and a half stroke 2 days. Has a nice big screen. Clean Android experience. Not many apps installed on top of it. Decent camera, so I can get 1080p at 60 or 1080 at 120. So for those slow motion videos, that could be really handy. It has a headphone jack. That's really good. Amazing battery life. So for me, on average, I use YouTube, Google Maps, WhatsApp, Spotify on a daily basis, and I also use my camera quite a lot. And it lasts me a day and a half to 2 days easily. Manual mode, so I can shoot raw images and raw video, which, as you know, for editing is really good, is really handy. Now the dislikes, it has a notch, and I don't like notches, but that's just a personal thing. And there's no Android 10, even in August 2020. Still no Android 10 as of yet. Now, is this a buy or is this a not to buy? I think buy this phone if you like mid-range devices packed with as many features as possible. This thing even has NFC, right? So I use Android Pay on a daily basis. Don't buy this phone if you want a high-end device capable of amazing 4K 60 videos, if you want the best screen in the world. Don't buy this device. But if you just want a simple, cheap phone, I bought this on eBay for £205. Thank you guys for watching. Please stay tuned.